brothers and sisters, good morning and welcome to this Sunday's reflection. Today is the 26th Sunday in Ordinary Time. In the liturgy of the Word today, we have our first reading from the prophecy of Ezekiel, chapter 18, from verse 25 through to 28. The second reading is taken from St. Paul's letter to the Philippians, chapter 2, from verse 1 through to 11. And the Gospel of today is taken from the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 21, from verse 28 through to 32. And the theme for our reflection today is the mysterious gap between the sunrise and sunset of life. My brothers and sisters, science teaches us, and we all know, that the sun neither rises nor sets. But we use those two words metaphorically to represent our journey of life, the beginning and end of life. And this is inspired by the gospel reading of today, the parable of the two sons. A father called his sons. He called the first one, go to the vineyard and work. And he said he will not go. And later he thought about it and went. And the second son also came, and the father said, go to the vineyard and work. He said he will go, and later did not go. And Jesus asked, which of these two did the father's will? And the answer was the first, who did not go but later went. Oftentimes it's not about what we say, but what we do speaks loud, speaks volume for us. So it is to our story of salvation. Jesus demonstrates in these two parables things that happen between the sunrise and sunset of our lives, between the morning and the evening of our existence. This first son who told the father that he will not go, he answered this in the morning hours. But during the course of the day, we do not know what must have happened. But you may ask, why did he say he will not go? There could be several reasons. It could be that the first son does not want anyone to command him. He doesn't want to be under anyone. He wants to be free to live his life. He wants to take decisions as he wants. He doesn't want anybody to dictate for him. And so he said he will not go. But during the course of the day, between the morning and the evening, something happened. We're told that he later went. And that is the gap. That gap between the morning and the evening made a big difference in the life of this first son. On the other hand, the second son, who promised to go but did not go, also represent those who perhaps in the morning hours are willing to do the will of God. They are ready to follow, to be obedient to the demands of the gospel. But during the course of life, between the morning and evening, they became distracted and they lost focus. And their end became a disaster. And so, my brothers and sisters, the theme of this reflection, once again, reminds us that the gap between the morning and the evening of our life is very mysterious. Let us pay attention to our journey of life. There are many saints who started badly. Their morning was a disaster. People like St. Augustine. But his evening became a good news. His sunset was a good news. The dusk of his life is what we all celebrate today. And so as we celebrate this great day, this Sunday, the Lord is calling us to pay attention You and I may not have started our lives very well, but there is still the gap. That gap between the morning and the evening of our lives. Something mysterious can take place. Conversion, repentance can happen. And for us who have started well, let us ask the Lord to grant us the grace to be persistent, to persevere, so that we don't lose what we have, so that we are not distracted by the passing things and lose the things that are eternal. And so I pray for you this day and for myself, that God, who has called us to be members of the kingdom, to have salvation, will grant us the grace, so that our own story will be good news, will not be a bad news. And may God bless you this day and always. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.